I think we're in for some juicy episodes coming up, because in the last episode we had Tarlok basically be taken down by Amon. So one villain was taken down by another villain, which is pretty insane. That's kind of a bold thing to do, I think, in a show, is have this villain that they actually kind of couldn't defeat, but the BBEG, the main villain of the series so far, was able to defeat him, and did, because it helps with his goals. So so that was very interesting, and so it's kind of still very scary though, because we see they couldn't even handle Tarlok, and now Amon has taken him down. So they're focusing back on Amon, I imagine, but how are they going to take him down? Who knows? He's very scary. But I imagine they're doing it within the next 4 episodes or so, or 3 episodes? I can't remember if there's 12 or 13 episodes in the season. I think there might be 12, so it might be the next 3 episodes. Just because I think people said this was originally written to be a miniseries, so I imagine the first season is the equalists as the villains, and then maybe future seasons are different factions as the villains, but I don't know. Anyway, when last video, I can't remember, I think it was last video, I said that there was a possibility of my Patreon getting further ahead on my Korra reactions. As of when I'm recording this video, my Patreon is now 2 episodes ahead instead of 1 episode ahead. By the time this is on YouTube, maybe I'm even further ahead. I don't know. So go, if you enjoy these reactions and you want to see more right now, you can go check out my Patreon account, where I am definitely ahead on the Legend of Korra series, and you can see how far ahead I am, and see if you want to subscribe and then watch these full-length things with me. But otherwise, we're going to jump into this episode. I also love to read your comments, so let me know down below what you think of the episode, of my reactions, about my discussions, if you have things to add, and as long as you're nice to me and stuff, then feel free to let me know. But let's jump into the next episode of The Legend of Korra. I'm very excited for this. This is episode 10. Here we go. Turning the tides. Oh, in our favor, you mean? Because that would be good if we had some tides turned in our favor. And Korra's a waterbender. She could literally turn the tides.
I'm sorry you were scared, but everything is going to be fine now. I promise.
Until Amon comes and kills us all, but yeah. Aw, she's really hungry.
Showed up out of nowhere. He almost got me, too.
This is very disturbing news. Amon is
It
becoming
is.
emboldened, taking out a councilman, almost capturing the Avatar.
But at least
I fear Amon is
we
entering
saved
his
Korra.
endgame.
His end game. Oh, Avengers.
The baby is just kicking really hard is all.
Fine.
You're a firebender. Boil it yourself.
Aw, she's pissed about him being so cozy with Korra.
She was taken by a crazy bloodbender. How did you expect me to act?
Yeah,
I like Korra, but you've been keeping the truth from me this whole time.
I don't know if this is the time to have this conversation,
About
Asami,
what?
because yeah,
You're
she
really
was
gonna make me
kidnapped.
say it? The kiss, Mako.
Yeah,
I know.
that bit is bad.
Well, Bolin told you, didn't he?
Don't
Doesn't
blame
matter
your brother
who
for what you
told.
did. Do you
Who
have
told.
feelings for Korra?
With our relationship problems later.
Well, there might not be any relationship to worry about.
Wow, I'm
later.
switching back and forth between both of these characters being on their side. In that conversation, I switched
Lynn,
3 times.
I need to... Awkward situation. Furthermore,
Spit it out already.
with everything that's happened lately, I want to be sure my family is in safe hands.
That's reasonable. Surely you're not
course they'll
bitter.
help,
Yeah,
Old friend.
good.
I didn't realize you two were out here.
Yes, Lynn has agreed to help out around here and keep an eye
Don't
on
be
things
bitchy,
while I'm
Lynn.
away.
Thank you.
Or
I could
more
use
bitchy than you
the
normally
extra
are.
pair of hands.
This is not what I signed.
Thank you.
No, dear.
Oh, found them.
Good, dear.
Okay,
Don't
what
wait
is
up
this
for me.
scene?
This council session will probably go late into the night.
Oh, is she a council
door, dear.
woman? Is she a council woman?
I didn't call an exterminator.
Spider rats! Oh no, they're equalists. Spider rats?
Dear?
That sounds disgusting. That's a terrible combination. Oh my god. Oh shit! They're trying to get all the council members, are they? Come on, I don't want you to take an L in this scene, please! Let's see you fucking destroy them. Nice. A tornado.
I just received a call from Chief Saikon. They've all been captured.
All of them, yeah.
This
Damn.
can't be happening.
Is in your hands now.
God.
Yes, the time has come for the equalists to claim Republic
Oh my
City
God. We really
as
are
their own.
in the end game, aren't we? This is fucking fly in my broom. It's a Mon fly.
There it is.
Oh, great. Good parking.
Wow. Nice parking job.
Yeah.
Hey.
No.
Relax. The city's under attack. Important things to worry about.
That's true, I guess. But Asami could have paid.
This'll
Actually,
come
she
in
might not have access to her family funds anymore. Oh no, I didn't even think about that.
Terrific.
Ah, that's funny. Shit. Oh my God. Airbend it out of there somehow, Tenzin.
We need to evacuate immediately.
That's through the air, right? You can probably airbend it. Airbend a safe bubble around you. Oh, that's exactly what he's doing. Wow, I should be an airbender.
Not these mecha tanks again.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, no, they got big magnets on them? That sucks. I mean, it's literally sucking. Oh, yeah, Tenzin. Fuck yeah.
No.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Are they on their way? They almost there? Nice. Damn, they trusted that. Nice. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, he's a firebender. He might be able to... Yeah, redirect it. Ooh, nice. Put it into their pipes. Sick. Sick. I love Asami's just using one of their own weapons against them, and it's super effective. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Woo!
Another moment later, and I would have been on my way to Amon.
Guys, look.
Oh, shit. Shit. They left it undefended. Oh, God. That's Amon's main squad. Okay, it's not undefended. There's a White Lotus there.
Everyone, hide inside and remain calm.
Oh, yeah, and there's Lin there. It's not undefended.
Pull it together, Pema.
But it's less
Didn't I just say
defended.
remain calm.
Mommy, what's wrong?
Oh, no.
The baby's coming.
What? It's been 9 months?
Not now, baby.
Shit! Well, actually, squeeze it out. Maybe it can help fight. Kill Korra right now. Maybe you'll squeeze out the Avatar. No, it won't be in your nation. Damn it. Come on, Lin. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, she's doing like actual like earthbending right now instead of metal
Children,
bending,
where are
which
they?
is good.
Don't worry.
Oh shit. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the whips. Stick with the rocks.
Stay away from my dad's ex-girlfriend.
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah, girl!
Denora, you shouldn't be out.
Genora, that's what her name is. Oh my god. Damn, they're strong though. Don't think I'm a fan of the fart bending stuff,
mind.
but
I would have been toast if it weren't for your kids. You should be proud.
she also
You
didn't
taught
let them
well.
fight. She tried to stop them. Aww. Oh my god. What's his name? What's his name?
Come.
What are you gonna name him? Can I pick?
We already chose a name.
Rohan.
Rohan?
More airships are coming.
It's not gonna be fine.
The baby's like, give me a weapon.
Need to protect my family and get them as far away from this conflict as possible.
Fair enough.
If Amon got his hands on my children,
You and your family are the last airbenders. There's no way in the world I'm
That's
letting Amon
that's
take your bending.
true.
thank you, Lin. Korra, I want you to
Man, I never thought about how long it would take to
I'm not giving up.
build up the
I'm not
airbenders
asking
again.
you to. You're learning well.
Aww. Man, it's crazy that Korra really hasn't learned much airbending, has she?
You too. Everyone, climb on. Let's go, girl.
Except you, Asami.
Mustache guy!
What? Did he say mustache guy? That's funny. Oh shit! Did that kill him? No, it wouldn't have. He landed in a bush. I love that Naga just knows that that Korra will defend her. Like Korra will make a bubble around her. Nice. I'd be very careful with using those things since they can electrocute you through them.
Whatever happens to me, don't turn back.
Oh shit! She's taking matters into her own hands. Metal bend the entire fucking airship apart, please. Oh my god, she's metal bending the airship apart. Oh shit! I was joking! Holy shit! That's fucked up! Yeah! Oh, that's great. Man, she really is Toph's daughter, huh? Uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh god. Yeah, they probably have to retreat to fix their damn ship before it goes down. Oh no. Oh no! No! Fuck! Not Lin's bending. She's so fucking awesome. No.
General, the Avatar.
Fuck.
Amon and his forces have gained control of the city.
Tell her we will be arriving in 3 days' time. And that I look forward to winning back Republic City together.
That's Dante Basco.
General Iroh.
General Iroh? Hang on. Named after, obviously... Oh my god. I got stuff to talk about. Okay. Let's just talk about the very end of the episode. General Iroh, as long as I was hearing that correctly, General Iroh is the name of this general who is the... Oh man, they said it before. The general of... It was the ones that Tenzin wired, like the one that Tenzin called in. So they're presumably... Sorry, excuse me. Very important people. And I imagine you don't name a character Iroh lightly, right? You just wouldn't. It's like I feel like in Harry Potter, you know, I don't want to use Harry Potter as an example. What's another really famous... In Star Wars, you wouldn't have like a character show up later whose name is also Chewbacca. You know, like you wouldn't have a Chewbacca show up later unless there was some reason for it, connection between them and the Chewbacca that everyone knows. So there's got to be a reason this guy is named General Iroh. Is he just named after... I mean, like, the connection could literally just be, like, he has no relation, but he's named after Uncle Iroh because Uncle Iroh is known as an important historical figure because Uncle Iroh was one of the people who helped end the 100-Year War. So he's definitely a massive figure in the Fire Nation and probably in the world. But that's very exciting, especially because if I'm not mistaken, that was Dante Basco's voice, who is the voice of Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I hope this is a reoccurring character. If that's the case, I would love to hear his voice more in this series. I absolutely did not expect that, but that sounds awesome. I'm very excited about that. So I don't have anything else to say about that character because I don't really know what he's here for, except I assume to fight the equalists and stuff, but I know nothing else about the character. Why'd they have to take Lin's bending? Man, Lin in this series, she took nothing but L's. Is there a single W that she had? Genuinely. Like, is there a single one where she was the person who got the W? I don't think there is. She's one of the most awesome characters in this show, but I think in every single fight scene she had, she lost. Like, and when I say she lost, I mean like someone else had to save her, or she lost the battle, you know? Like, she fought with Amon, with Korra, and Amon got away. She was fighting against, who was it? You can go back and rewatch the previous episodes. I think I've been keeping track. If there was a battle that you think she won, like even in this episode, she was like fighting off all those people and she was saved by Tenzin's kids, you know? Like, can you let me know if there was a battle previously in the show, don't talk about future of the show, obviously, a battle previously in the show that Lin won? Because I don't think there is, which is really sad for such an amazing character. And I mean an on-screen battle. If there was something I'm sure in her history she was used to winning. She is such an awesome character that I would believe that like every battle we've seen on screen of her losing is every time she's ever lost in her life. Like, I would totally believe that just because of how cool she is. But yeah, like she carried on Toph's style. She had that attitude to her. The way she like mixed her metal bending and earth bending was awesome. The like the soldiers she had trained are awesome, and the way that she can like take the sole of her boot off to do the Toph like you know, sensing the earth, the tremor sense type stuff, like that, all of that is just awesome. Like, just really, really cool. So it's so sad that she lost her bending, and honestly kind of genius for this series to have losing your bending be a thing that can happen in this first season at least, because it is in a way like the death of a character, but it isn't, you know, like Lin's still there somewhere. And same way that the guy who, you know, the opponent that is voiced by Rami Malek, like that guy's still around, but he doesn't have his bending anymore, so he's not like relevant to the story anymore. Like I feel like a character, and like the same with Tarlok has lost his bending and I assume is captured now, but like he's not currently like in the story anymore. Like, these characters losing their bending, it feels like they're dying. Obviously this is a Nickelodeon show, so I think they try to avoid just having characters die on screen, you know? In Avatar The Last Airbender, it sort of went back and forth between characters like being able to straight up die and characters either having to be heavily implied that they died, or the occasional actual death in the series. But for the most part, they had to kind of avoid it. In season 3 of The Last Airbender, they were able to, it felt like they were finally able to say die a lot more. Not that they had never said it in the series beforehand, but it felt like they were, in the final season, they almost completely started saying killing him, or at least taking his life, especially when they're talking about the Fire Lord, because they had a whole episode about like, you have to kill the Fire Lord, and so it would have been tough to avoid the idea of death in that whole episode. But yeah, I mean, in this show they haven't had to talk too much about death, but instead they're having these characters lose their bending, and it's working in much the same way. It's very, very interesting. I like it. So I didn't think about, like, I know they've mentioned that before, but I kind of forgot and haven't been thinking about it. But the fact that Tenzin and his family are the last airbenders, like, it's literally Tenzin and his now 4 children, right? And that's it. And they're the only airbenders in the world. And it's like, and that's also assuming that Rohan, I think Rohan's the name of the new kid, is an airbender as well. Rohan might be a non-bender, like his mother. But I find that really interesting because I kind of didn't think about the fact that it's only been like a generation, you know, since Aang and the gang. So yeah, this is like the most airbenders you could have when there was only Aang in the world, one person who was an airbender. And so did Katara and Aang, did they only have Tenzin, or did they have several children? Because it's possible they had several children, but the other ones were waterbenders or non-benders. Bender parents I assume must be able to have... Actually, I don't know. Can bender parents, if both parents are benders, can 2 bender parents have a non-bender child? Because I was thinking like, oh, well, there's Sokka, but no, I'm pretty sure Sokka and Katara's dad is a non-bender, but their mum was a waterbender. So, was their mum a waterbender? Actually, their mum might not have been a waterbender. I'm pretty sure they might have both been non-benders. You guys can clarify this for me. I think maybe they were both non-benders because the raiders, the southern raiders, came to their village and was like, we've heard there was one waterbender in this tribe, and Katara's mother said that waterbender is me, but she was lying because she knew it was Katara and she was protecting Katara. So yeah, I think both of Katara and Sokka's parents were non-benders and they had a bender child. So it doesn't matter? I don't know how it works. Like, unless it's like one of those things where it skips a generation sometimes. So like maybe Katara and Sokka's grandparents had benders among them. I don't think Gran was a bender. So that's one out. This is all very confusing. And I don't know if we know the other grandparents. But yeah, anyway, the point is, can a bender and another bender have a non-bender child? But anyway, what was the other thing I wanted to say? So yeah, they're the last airbenders, and so their lives actually matter a lot, because if they die out, that's the airbenders extinct, like literally completely extinct, which people thought happened for 100 years, but there was luckily still Aang, and he can repopulate. But that's the thing, is like the Air Nation, probably in every Avatar series we will ever get, is gonna be a small nation. Like, it's gonna be, you know, I think even if we get the Earthbender series that's coming next, and then even if we get another one after that, the Air Nation still might be like 100 people, you know, which is crazy. That's insane. Anyway, what's next? I also have kind of mixed feelings about the children of Tenzin. I like the 2 girls. I don't like Milo. But I do think sometimes Milo is funny. But Milo also feels like the character that is kind of there for the kids' humor to be added into the show. You know, like this is still technically a kids show, even though I feel like it is absolutely not written with kids in mind. And honestly, I think as a kid, I probably wouldn't have liked this show. And I feel like a lot of kids probably wouldn't like The Legend of Korra. Maybe that's one of the reasons Nickelodeon didn't like it. Maybe that's one of the reasons Nickelodeon like gave them hell and made it really tough for them to make this damn show. Because honestly, it does not feel like it's written with kids in mind. Avatar The Last Airbender, absolutely. I can 100% see how that's written with kids in mind, and I can 100% see... Oh, and I also 100% know that I liked it as a kid. But this show, so far, is a lot about political intrigue and one, like, overarching running story, and like the only stuff really that works for the kids is the sort of like relationship love stuff that's going on, the like love triangle stuff, and some of the humor, like the like Milo. I think Milo is the name of the boy. Like Milo's sense of humor and stuff. So even though I don't like that character too much, and the jokes that most of the jokes that he makes, some of them make me laugh, but most of the jokes that he makes, I understand its purpose in the show. It's probably not for me. It's probably to try to reel in their actual target audience to be able to stay on the air, which didn't work very well because Korra did not stay on the air for much of its time. And now finally, speaking of the love triangle stuff, I should address the Asami and Mako stuff in this episode because it was a decent part of this episode. And we're getting further into this, and I know this is a controversial part of the show, and I'm trying to think of my actual opinion on it. I try to make sure I have very fair opinions on things, and I take into account most of the time I really dig deep on like why the writers would be putting this in, and I give them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm not going to be too harsh on it, because I think, especially for these characters, I feel like you kind of like I feel like they wanted them to be doing something other than just having this plot of Amon going on. They wanted to have these characters have like a dynamic within the party that's happening. Does it work though? I think the sad thing is, the only thing it really does is make Asami seem slightly less reasonable, even though she is kind of reasonable at times. It's a little bit complicated because she's right about most of the stuff she's saying, but it kind of makes it feel like she is in the wrong because of when and how she's doing it, you know? The fact that she's being kind of vindictive about it. Like, obviously she brought it up to him, so that's good. Communication is good between you and your partner, and she straight up said to him, like, you have feelings for Korra, don't you? And whatever. But at the same time, she's also like when he's trying to sit beside her on the thing, is being like, well, why don't you go sit in the back with your girlfriend Korra and whatever. Like, that whole idea, I understand you might be mad, but you're driving more of a wedge between you, which I think will make him gravitate towards Korra more, and I don't think you want that. Because you're being vindictive and stuff, but what you're ending up doing is making him start to resent you, I think. And I don't want that for you, Asami. I want you to get what you want. And the kiss was terrible. And the fact that he didn't tell her about the kiss is bad. He also didn't initiate the kiss, but he kind of did nothing to stop it, and he didn't tell anyone about it afterwards. And when the kiss was brought up, I wasn't a big fan of how Mako was like, oh my god, did Bolin tell you? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who said it. Like, Bolin's not the bad guy. Even if he said to Asami, like, hey, like, even if you just went up to Asami in the back and went like, hey, I feel like you should know this, that this happened. I feel like that's not even, I mean, like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, and you should probably talk to Mako about that directly. But even if that happened, it's not his, he shouldn't be having to keep secrets for you, you know? Like, he shouldn't be having to keep your relationship secrets for you. Just don't cheat on your partner. And if you do accidentally, like this situation, you gotta be upfront with it, you know? So, and obviously, I guess there's exceptions to that rule. I've definitely heard of partners who say, like, if my partner cheated on me and it wasn't going to be an ongoing thing, I don't want to know about it. Because, like, that would only hurt me. If that's where it gets really tricky. But I think there probably wasn't a situation where that was Asami, you know? So I don't think that really applies here, because you should probably know your partner whether or not they'd want you to say something to them. But yeah, it's tricky. I feel like the show could do without this storyline, and yeah, I feel like maybe it's not hitting quite as well as it should. With that being said, I don't think it's really hurting my enjoyment of the show. And I think if this was the main thing that would, like, I know a lot of people online that I've seen when they've talked about Korra in the past, the little glimpses I've seen, a lot of the time the love triangle stuff is brought up in the sort of negative discussions. And if that is like the sole reason that someone like this hypothetical person didn't like the show, or like even hates the show, because some people do actually hate The Legend of Korra, if that was the reason, I don't really sympathize with that, because there's so much other interesting stuff going on. But yeah, I can agree that it could probably have been done better. But again, maybe they'll win me over. Maybe I'll actually find it quite interesting with stuff that is coming up. Who knows? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I think a storyline maybe is kind of iffy, or not going well, or not doing what I think it should be doing, or treating characters poorly, but then it'll put it into perspective with something else, and I'll be glad that they took me on that journey. So I guess we'll find out. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Legend of Korra. This is episode 10. We're getting towards the end of this season. I'm very excited to finish this season and move on to the next one. But yeah, make sure to go to my Patreon account if you want to watch full-length early access and exclusive videos. We have at least 2 more episodes of Korra on there for you, maybe more, so you should go check that out in the description below. Otherwise, like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.